less than a of I, yes, so it will be go inside the loop. If not, then it jump from the loop, and every time the I will be increment by 1. Okay, so that is the point here. Okay, and that will be assigned to the maximum values to the max variable. So here element 4 is the maximum value. Okay, so that is the maximum array element is 10. Okay, now that was the everything we discussed here. It was in one dimensional array. Okay, so purely one dimensional array. So we discuss here how to initialize, how to declare an array, how to access an elements from the one dimensional array. That already we discussed everything here. Okay, now we go to this two dimensional array. Okay, now what was the drawbacks with the one dimensional array? Okay, so what has happened, we can store only one value as a one dimensional array. Okay, that was not any format, any tabular format. Okay, so you can see here, okay, only integer 5. So we can hold only single values for a of a as a. Okay, name of an array. But in some cases also we require two dimensional array. Okay, so what is a two dimensional array? Okay, the array which is used to represent and store data in tabular form is called as a two dimensional an array. Okay, so basically that will be row and column. As you know, that is tabular format consists two things, rows and columns. Okay, so as a two dimensional array we will use the tabular format. Okay, such type of array specially used to represent data in matrix form. Okay, now what is the syntax of two dimensional array? Same thing, you need to mention the data type, which is integer, float, double, it could be anything. Data type will remain same as a single dimensional array, same as a two dimensional array. Okay, and then array name. Okay, again name of an array will remain same, as you know the rules of the naming conventions. Okay, now in a square bracket you need to mention two different things. In one dimensional array we are just providing one row, one subscript. Okay, here you need to provide two subscript, that is a row subscript and column subscript. Okay, now rows, that you know. Okay, the horizontal bar as you known as a rows and vertical bar as a known as a columns. Okay, and see, you can see here 0 1 2 3 and 0 1 2 3. Okay, so first we are using here 4 rows and 4 columns. Okay, again the starting point will remain 0 and last will remain n minus 1. That will be rules. Okay, that will remain same as a one dimensional array and two dimensional array. Okay, now you can see the red bar. Okay, red block. Okay, that is indicate the position of an array. Okay, so array 2 of 1. So what is 2? 2 is a row subscript. So you can see here the starting row is 0 1 2 and 0, that is a rows. Okay, first thing will indicate the row and second will indicate the column. So column position is 1. Okay, the red position is indicate name of an array and 2 of 1. Okay, the 2 is index, 2 is row and 1 is column. Okay, now if someone saying integer 3 of 3, so how we can say 3 of 3? Now that is just a example. Okay, now starting a of 0 of 0, that is a left top hand side. Okay, a of 0 of z. Now if you move to the left to right, only column will be increment, the row will remain similar. Okay, a is 0 of 1. Again if you go to the right hand side from left to right, a is 0 of 2. So that you can see that is what is happening here, the column is increasing, row will remain similar. Now if you go to the next rows, so here row will be increment, column will remain similar. Okay, a of 1 of 0, a of 1 of 1 and a 1 of 2. Okay, now if you go the last section, a of 2, now that is a rows. Okay, and then 0 is the column. Okay, now a 2 of 0, a 2 of 1 and a 2 of 2. Okay, that is a 3 by 3 matrix, or we can say a 3 by 3 two dimensional array. Okay, now that is rows, that is columns. Okay, now program to demonstrate two dimensional array. Okay, again I am assuming we are putting the header files on top before we start the main function. Okay, void main. Okay, Now go to inside, and I'm putting an integer, that is data type of an array, and name of array 3, okay, name of an array A, and then rows I'm using 3 and also column 3. So what I'm saying here is 3 by 3 matrix or 3 by 3 two dimensional array, and I'm also taking two different variables I and j. Okay, now clearing my screen. Now printf /n, that is will be new line, and /tip, that is vertical space, vertical tab. Okay, enter matrix of 3 of 3. Okay, now see here, you in one dimensional array we using only one loop. Here we will use two loops. Now first loop will indicate the row position, and second will indicate the column position. Okay, so for I equal to 0, I less than 3, and I plus plus. Okay, now so initially now row will become 0. Okay, and then it goes to the inside for j equal to 0, j less than 3, and j plus plus. Okay, so what will be the value here? Percentage d. Now a of I, now what is I here? I here is 0, and what is j? Now a also 0. Okay, so a 0 0 now. Okay, that is first things. Now j will be increment by 1 here. Okay, so what will be happen here? Now I is again will remain 0 because j is satisfying the loop conditions. So we will iterate the only j loop, not a I loop. Okay, so for j equal to 1, now j less than 3, so what is the value of j? Now 1 less than 3, yes. So again it will be go inside the loop, and what will be here? N percent a, that is a of I again 0, a of 0, and value of j equal become 1. So a of 0 and 1 now. Okay, again j will be increment by 1. Now what will be 2 here? Okay, so now 2. Okay, again loop is satisfied. Okay, so it will not break the loop of j, again it will be go inside the second loop. Okay, now what will be here? J equal to 2, 2 less than 3, yes, again it will be go inside the loop. Now what will be a here? A 0 2 now. Okay, now again I will be increment, now is 3 now. So j equal to 3, j less than 3, and j plus plus. Okay, so now okay, so that will be now here j equal to 3, 3 less than 3, no, so the loop will be break down. Now it will go on a top of the I now. So now I will be increment by 1. So what will be happen here? For I equal to 1, I less than 3, and I plus plus. Now again it will be go inside the loop. Now that is starting from 0. Now I become 1 and j becomes 0 now. So for j equal to 0, j less than 3, and j plus plus. Okay, so what will be here? Scan value a of 1 of 0. Okay, now row is increasing, column is 0 now. Okay, now what will happen here? Now we are increasing increment the j by 1. Okay, for j equal to 0, now j become 1, j equal to 1, 1 is less than 3, yes, so it again go inside the loop. Okay, so it will be check here whether 1 is less than 3. So what will be here happen here? A I is now 1, and what is the j value? 1. So a 1 of 1. Okay, now again j will be increment by 1. Okay, so what will be value of j? Now 2, 2 less than 3, yes. So what will be value of here? 8 1. Now again I is still 1. Okay, we are incrementing only the j as a loop satisfaction, so loop conditions. Now a I of 2. Okay, a 1 of 2. Now again j will be increment by 1. Okay, so what will be value now? J equal to 3. So 3 less than 3, no, again that loop will be outside the break, and then again goes to the I. So I will be increment now as a 1, so I become 2. Okay, and same way it will be increment by 1 by 1. Okay, so that was for 0 and 1, and same as a again for a 2. Okay, and again goes to 2. Okay, so now j equal to 0, j less than 3, and j plus plus. Okay, now so what will be happen? Now I become 1. Okay, so a of 2 and j is again 0, that is a 2 0. Okay, now j value will be increment by 1. Okay, it will be check whether j is satisfying the condition. If yes, so then it will be go inside the loop. If not, then and then it will break the loop and go to the parent loop. Okay, so here j value become 1. So what will be value? A of 2 of 1. Okay, and again j will be increment. Okay, what will be value of j now? j value become 2 now, a 2 of 2, okay. So that will be value. Now j become 3, so 3 less than not 3, so it will not satisfy condition. So that is why break the rules, break the loop, and it will go on top. So now I become 3 now, so 3 less than 3, no, so that will be the both loops will be break down, okay. And then what will be happen, it will be next line. Now what will be here, will read the, will be enter the 3 by 3 array values, and next loop will be print the 3 by 3 array values, okay. So what will be happen here, printf /n/t matrix is, okay. Now again the same thing, you need to follow these rules. First will be increment of I, and then that is I becomes belongs to the rows and j belongs to the columns. So first we will read the rows and then columns, okay. So here again for I equal to 0, I less than 3 and I plus plus, okay. So now initially its starting point 1, 0, okay. So starting 0 and goes to the j loop, okay, for j equal to 0, j less than 3 and j plus plus, okay. So printf %d a of ij, okay. Now what is I is 0 now, and value of j again 0, okay. So you can see here I am just entering matrix 3 4 5 6 7 2 1 2 3, okay. So now 0 of 0, okay, a of 0 of 0. So what is the value of a of 0 0? 3, okay. Now second thing, now again I is remains similar, that is 0. Now j will be increment by 1, okay. So 0, what is 0 here, a of 0 and a of 1, sorry, a of 0 and 1. So what will be value here, 4, okay, that is 3 4 print now. Now again j of increment by 1, okay. So what will be here, a of 0 and 2 values, a of 0 2, that is a 5. Now j's value become 3 now, okay. So 3 less than 3, no, so what will be happen, the loop will be break and it goes to the I loop, okay. So for I equal to 0, now I become increment by 1, as you know, okay. So now it again go inside the loop, okay. So initially what will check j equal to 0, j less than 3 and j plus plus, okay. Printf %d a of ij. So I become now 1 and j is now 0. So what will be a value here, 6, okay. Now again loop j will be increment. Now I remains similar again 1, and what is the value of j, 1. So that is 7 now, okay. Now again I will remain similar, now j will be increment by 1, so 2, okay. So that is the value of a of 1 of 2, okay. So that is 2 now, okay. Now again I will be increment by 1, what will be value here, now I become 2 and j becomes 0, okay, that is a starting. So what will be value of a 2 of 0, that will become 1 now, okay. And then again it will be increment j, okay. What will be now a 2 of 1, that will be this value now 2, okay. Now again j will be increment by 1, so now j become 2, now a 2 of 2 will be 3 now, as you see, like, okay. And then I will loop is j variable loop not satisfied. So what will be happen here, it will go to the I loop. Now what will be value of I, now 3, so 3 less than 3, no. So what will be happen, the whole condition out from the loop now, and then print the values like that, okay. So that is the your 2 by 2 matrix, okay. So that about the 2 dimensional and array, okay. That is the portion finish, okay. Now addition of matrix, okay. So that is the simple matrix. Now addition of matrix, okay. So same thing, how we can addition of matrix, first we will see the output and then we will discuss the what will be the how we can make the program. So what is the a of matrix value, 5 10 20 8 6 5, that is a matrix, and b matrix is 3 8 5 and 2 9 3. Now how we will add the matrix, that is the things, 5 plus 3 10 plus 8 20 plus 5, that is the first row, first from a from b also. Then 8 plus 2 6 plus 9 and 5 plus 3, so 8 18, 25 and 10, 15 and 8. Okay, that is the output. So these are the two matrix and we are adding two matrix. Okay, now how we can make the program? I'm just providing the outlines. So what will be happen? You need to enter the first matrix and second matrix. Once you enter the matrix, you need to read the values from here. Okay, and once you read the values, and you need to add the matrix like that. So we are going to learn now. Okay, now see what we seen in previous main method we are indicating, we are taking as a void. So void will return nothing, but here we need to return some values. So we are taking a integer data type. So that you will learn in a function when you going to learn the functions. Okay, why we need taking integer? Just consider that I am taking as a integer. Okay, data type, and main, that is name of function. Now I am taking three different 2 by 3 by 3 matrix. A integer A of 3 of 3, B 3 of 3 and C 3 of 3, and other two variables belongs to the integer types, that is I and J. Okay, now printf, enter the first matrix. Okay, good. Now again same thing, for I equal to 0, I less than 3 and I plus plus. Okay, so that will read your rows. Okay, and J equal to 0, J less than 3 and J plus plus, that will read your column. Okay, and with the help of scan function we'll enter the value of matrix that we already seen, enter A of I of J. Okay, so initially I is 0, J becomes 0. Now loop will be increment by of J, so J become 1, so A of 0 of 1 is 0 of 2, that will be happen. Okay, with the first matrix. Okay, now we going to the entering the second matrix. Okay, printf, enter the second matrix. Again the rules and the way of programming will remain similar. Okay, for a second matrix also, but we are entering the second matrix. What will be happen here? For I equal to 0, I less than 3, I plus plus. Now for J equal to 0, J less than 3 and J plus plus. Okay, but see the difference. In the first matrix we are storing the values as a of I of J, and second we store